Mess. Mess. Thank you guys. Yes, please hit the like button. It'll notify people that I'm live. Hello. I'm sorry I'm a little late tonight. I was doing hot girl stuff. No, really, I wasn't doing anything. I was. So let's wait for a few more people to get on. I kind of posted it a few places. Hey, everybody. Hello. Oh, yeah, I forgot to post it one more place. My page. If you have not, please subscribe to my channel. I'm so close. And hit the little bell button so you can be notified when I make videos or I go live. So we have a bunch to talk about tonight. I know people are so frustrated and waiting for their returns. I'm sorry. Like, I kind of knew that this year was just going to be a big, horrible season. Horrible. And I was right. It's absolutely, this by far has been the worst tax season I've ever been in. So, hi, Miss Walker. Hey, Marissa. Hey, everybody. Okay, guys. So, so just like my dear friend, Miss Deborah said, if you hit the like button, it'll notify other people that we are live. It'll help us out so we can get more people. Hey, Miss Harper, I'm feeling okay. So a long time ago, I had a doctor's appointment today. It was just aggravating. It's like every time you go to the doctors, they find out just more aggravating stuff, whatever. So I know a lot of people that I did try to update you guys a little bit earlier about these checks. So let me explain really quick about the checks. What happened is, and it's not anybody specific. So it doesn't mean if you filed to try to claim the stimulus for a new baby, or you filed to claim the first stimulus, or you claim the second stimulus. This is not affecting one specific group of people. It's affecting everybody. Do we know who it's affecting? Absolutely not. Of course. Why would we? This is the IRS. They wouldn't know anything. So what's happening is the system. So it kind of has to do with why a lot of people are waiting too. So on your transcripts, if you can see transcripts, it shows for the first stimulus, most people it shows 05 for the cycle code, which is a weekly. On the second stimulus, it's showing an 02, which is a daily cycle code. So this is creating absolute chaos within the systems. And it's confusing them. So basically what's happening is they're trying to update you as a weekly, but then the system's kicking it back because it thinks you're a daily. And then on daily, it's updating you, but then it's kicking it back because they think that you're a weekly. So this is basically what's happening. You're going and then you're being kicked back, and then you're going and then you're being kicked back. So basically somebody has to go in the system and be like, look, this is what it is. Let's put this through. So I think when people are calling and hearing that they're in the error department, because there's really no such thing as an error department. That's like a term the IRS likes using. That's so frustrating. So I think that's what the issue is as far as like people that are in delays. I'll be honest with you. There's also another issue with unemployment. There, the system is not prepared. So there's people that just had unemployment in 2020, and then they use the look back. Some of those people are getting their refunds, whereas other people are the IRS is saying, no, you don't qualify, even though that's not what their website says on who qualifies. So basically what's happening is the IRS system, which is 60 years old, it's not fully updated or capable to understand what's going on with all this different stuff. It's being confused. At the end of the day, it's really just being confused. Now, obviously, there's some people, they went right through, like there's no issues. So what's happening is it's only a couple hubs. Remember last time, my last live, we talked about these hubs. So do I know which ones are having the issue? Absolutely not, because they're not going to tell us. So it's just a couple of these hubs having issues. So I have a feeling everybody that's waiting since the first and second week of, filing, if you're waiting from those times, you were in this hub thing. I'm sorry, Brandy. I did click the closed caption, but I don't think because I'm live that it can be closed caption. I wish I can I write you a letter? Let's see. It has to be backwards. I'm sorry. Oh, Miss Mimes, I can so I'll tell you one thing. And I know people get frustrated because I don't approve everything in the group. People that make those statuses that say, "Oh, I filed last week and I got my refund," I delete them because to me, I feel like it's a slap in the face for everybody that's waiting. And you guys don't want to hear that. You guys are already frustrated, stressed out. I'm stressed out. And I think that by seeing that, it causes even more stress for you guys. This person filed like 3 weeks after me and they already got it, so I definitely think that I don't approve them. And it's not because I'm not happy that those people got their refunds. It's more so I don't want you guys to be more upset than you already are. This is, besides, half of us having to wait for our stimulus because we didn't even get that correctly. Now, here's another slap in the face from the IRS of the delays. Let's get these checks out. Let's go. Let's fix this and get it out. I think now that they figured out what the issue is, I think people are going to start updating faster, honestly. Now, here comes the second issue. Because of all these confusions with the stimulus checks and the 02 and the 05, some people are being kicked to get a check. This is going to hurt a lot of people. And I'm really not talking to my clients because I have faith in my clients. And, I feel like if you're a good person, you get good back in the world. So I really have a faith in a lot of my clients that if this happens, I won't have any issues. But on the flip side, please understand, tax professionals do this for a living. We don't have another job. This is what we do as our profession. This is how we support our children. We use this money and have to budget it through the whole year. if you get a check and you were supposed to pay your tax preparer, if you got a check and you had an advance, please pay this. It's not free money, guys. This money is owed and it was an error and it was not your tax preparer's fault. Please understand me when I tell you, there was nothing your tax preparer did that caused this issue. This is an IRS issue once again. And it's devastating. Like, I'm in some of these tax professional groups, and I mean, these people are hurting. They're crying. This one tax professional, man, she's had like half of her clients are getting checks, and God, I couldn't even imagine. Devastating, absolutely devastating. So, my advice is please just be a good person. Think of karma, honestly, and pay who you have to pay. You were not depending on that money. You already knew it was going to somebody. It's not extra money. Please just pay who you can. It'll work out in the long run for you. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Oh, Miss Mimes, I don't disagree with you. I feel like a lot of people are going to keep that money and they're not going to pay. I don't disagree with you at all. The grimy people, the thing is, not only will the tax preparers be hurt because you didn't pay them, they're going to be hurt. So when we give advances and we're allowed to offer advances, we have to keep a percentage of funded taxpayers. So if that percentage goes down because like 10% of your clients didn't get funded, you can no longer offer advances. So not only are you hurting them this year, you're going to be hurting them in the future. It's just a terrible situation. I really hope that the banks take in consideration that it's not our fault and, kind of work with people, honestly. Totally wasted. So any of my clients, that's a great question. So if you're out of state, any of my clients that get switched to a check, it would never come to me. It would go to whatever address you have on file that we filed your taxes. So the check would go there. That's one thing that I have no access to your money. Like they changed that a long time ago. No access to your money. Miss Sweet, the 971 and 570. So let's talk about that. 971 means that a letter was sent out. Will you get the letter? Who knows? Some people get it, some people never get one. The 570 is just a hold code. It can mean so many reasons why you're held. It just means you are no longer processing, you're on hold. So will it fix itself? I don't know. Can it fix itself? Absolutely. It can definitely fix itself. So a lot of people already had that fixed. Why my glasses look crooked? So it definitely can fix itself. I updated to the still being processed. No, today and I. Okay, so let's talk about this still being processed. So my last couple videos made me a liar this year. Still being processed. Well, first let's talk about tax topic 152. It means absolutely nothing, guys. It literally just means you selected direct deposit. That's all it means. So it means nothing. Do not worry about this 152 tax topic. Please don't worry about it. As far as the still being processed, with or without tax topic, at this point, guys, it does not matter. Like if we were any other year previously, I would be very concerned to anybody that updated with still being processed, no tax topic, no anything. I would say, yes, you definitely have something wrong. Let's call IRS. and figure out what it is so we can get to the bottom of it. Is that my sentiment now? Absolutely not. Everybody is updating to this status. Even people that's already received their refunds, they're updating. Where's my refund? Is not accurate. Let's say it, guys. Whatever language you speak, where's my refund is not accurate. I don't know how many times I had to write that in my group, but I tried to write it in as many languages as everybody would understand. Yeah. So, well, yes, Alicia. I mean, there's no other way to say it. It's if Where's My Refund wasn't acting correctly, then any other year, any other season, people would be like, yes, there's probably an issue because you don't have any tax topic, whatever. But have I seen people people are already updating? They got that status and they updated for the 5th. They got dates for the 5th. So do I think that it's an issue this year? No. My advice to you this year, if you do not get a letter in the mail, just keep telling yourself you're just processing. That's it. Just keep telling yourself you're just processing. I will tell you, let me see what today's date is. The 15th. Any of my clients that filed 9, 10, 11, anytime before that, 15. So February 15th, February 15th or below. If you don't have your taxes by March 15th or a date, we need to contact the IRS. So I will have you fill out an 8821 if you did not, and we will contact the IRS and find out what the issue is. If there is an issue, because there's probably not an issue, it's just a delay. That's it. See, Wendy, that's the issue with calling the IRS. And this is why I always tell clients not to call them. Like, honestly, there is not really a time that I will tell a client, yeah, call the IRS, because you never get correct information. I can't say never. 90% of the time, you do not get correct information. They have scripts that they literally read off of, and this is what they tell you, so they can get you off the phone. On top of the scripts, they can lie to you. Like, they can actually lie to you to get you off the phone. As we said, I see it, I'm ignoring you. What? Wait a minute. So, Deanna, who says that you're getting a refund tomorrow? It says I will, no tax topic. Who said you will? And did you call me a witch? I'm confused with this. So, Naomi, yes, people with one bar, if you can't order your transcripts with your new let's keep it positive, guys. Come on. Just block somebody if you don't like them, or if they're being rude. This is the time that we need to stick together because everybody is going through something. There is no time for negativity. Remember, when you give negativity is going to come back into your life. And I don't know about you, but I don't need any negativity in my life. I got enough that's going on in the universe. So if somebody's being negative, ignore them, pray for them. You know, they say when you pray for somebody, it comes down. And if it's not meant for them, it's coming for you. So, and then you have angels that pray for you for the same thing. So just keep praying. That's it. And I know tensions are high. I know attitudes are high. I know people are stressing. I know people are losing their house, their cars, I know it's hard. Trust me. I know. I've been there. Please. I understand the struggle. Don't ever think I don't. The one bar, let's go back to that. Today is Wednesday. There's a small update, not that much. One bar, and if you can't order transcripts in your new address, it just means you haven't started processing. Now, for the people that can see their transcripts and it says NA, right? No tax return filed. Or you call and the IRS swears to God you didn't file your taxes, but you know you did because your tax person told you, or whatever the case may be. For those people, all that means is you have not started processing yet. You know what the good thing about that is? That means there's absolutely nothing wrong as of right now with your tax return. It just hasn't started processing. Like it literally just hasn't started processing. So the good thing is there's nothing wrong with your return. There's just a delay in you getting your taxes processed. So if it hasn't processed, then there's no issue. The good thing is when it does start processing, it only takes about 3 days for you to get an update for a DDD. So you probably won't even see that transpire if you can see your transcripts, because it'll say NA on a Monday, and then when you check on Friday, it's going to give you a date. So that's how it works. There is always a big update, guys, on Friday for transcripts, Saturday for where's my refund. But again, where's my refund is not accurate. So I don't know how big it's going to be up there. I think so. I think if you have both daily and weekly codes, first of all, I don't think if you can see your transcripts, there's absolutely no reason you should be calling the IRS. Absolutely none. They can't see anything else besides your transcripts themselves. So if you can see your transcripts, you're wasting your time calling the IRS. That's about it. There's no reason to even call them. Miss Diamond, any other year, I would say yes. But seeing that anybody should be able to order 2020 transcripts because the stimulus is on it. So the only way I would say is if you moved and you can order them with a new address, I would say that they are finally processing you. Miss Memes, that's just because they're trying to get people off the phone, pretty much. They just want to tell you anything. Oh God, this error department. Guys, there's really not like an error department. There is a department that people go in that like have been kicked out of the system and they have to manually be put in. Do I think all these people are in that? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I think it's another scripted answer just for you not to call them. That's what I think is going on. I think it's just a scripted answer, and they're just telling people that so they can stop calling for a couple days. Miss G, I'm not saying no. I'm not saying if you have 0502, you're not going to update. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it's taking a little longer for those people to update because it was a little confused on which day to update. Now, I can tell you, you will update on a Tuesday or a Friday for transcripts, because you can update on a weekly basis or a daily basis. So you need to check both, because that's both a weekly and a daily, and they just don't know. Miss Lamingo, you had it for today. Yeah, that's not good. If you don't have your money by today, you should have. If you don't have it by tomorrow, I would definitely contact somebody. Right, Miss Nicole? Oh my God, that like. No, Miss Bradley, I don't think that you should call Friday. If you want to, just to get yourself more stressed out, you absolutely can call Friday for this 21 days. So if you want to, you definitely can. Be prepared. You're probably going to be lied to. But honestly, if you don't have a letter, if you can see your transcripts, there's no reason to call whatsoever. You know more than they do. If you can, I mean, if you see your transcript and it has an 05, a 570 or a 971, you can always call to find out what it is. Do not, we talked about this last time, do not just ID verify. You will get yourself into you'll be waiting a lot longer. Don't do it until you get that letter. I am so sorry, Erica. I mean, this is the thing that I'm saying. This is insane. Like, you have no idea how frustrating it is to see, be on the back end and see you guys. I do want to let you know one thing. I want to explain this. And my husband, you know, he's not as nice as I am. And the fact that I've had to mention quite a few times for my clients and even non-clients about messaging me at 2:30 in the morning, 3:30 in the morning, whatever time they want to. I actually had somebody message me and tell me that 2:30, 3:30 in the morning was the only time that they can message me. And I didn't have to message them back at that time, but they pay me to message me and ask me questions whenever they want. I want to say this in a very nice and respectable way. A tax preparer is just that. We prepare your taxes. So we actually get paid to prepare your taxes, not for you to get a refund, not for you to get anything else. We are in the business to prepare an accurate Oh God, why is it saying that? It's out of our hands once it goes to the IRS. Like, we have no special access more than taxpayers. I feel like I got a lot of you guys, like, some of the tax preparers are probably pissed at me because I go above and beyond what my duties are, above and beyond. Like, I am there for you guys every step of the way. I don't mind helping you out. I don't charge people to help them for reviews, audits, any of that. I literally am there every step of the way because I feel like, you guys are like my friends when you end up becoming my client. I become friends with a lot of my clients. So I just want to be there for you. But at the end of the day, it's not my obligation to be there. It's not my obligation for you to be able to contact me or call me at 2:30, 3:30 in the morning because you have a question. That is not my obligation. And the fact that you can't call TurboTax, you can't call H&R Block, you can't call Jackson Hewitt. It should just, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just going to leave it at that. I just want to let you know what a tax professional preparer's job is. It's just to do the taxes. Once we do the taxes, that's it. Our contract is done. There's nothing else to talk about, honestly. The reason I do what I do is just because I'm different. So this is one of the reasons people pay me, is because it's just me. I'm different. I care about my clients. So I care about what's going on with you guys, and I don't mind updating you and keeping you updated and trying to find resolutions. But just don't take my kindness for weakness, or take advantage of it. Please don't do that, because I have a nasty attitude. You guys don't see it. You guys tell me all the time, girl, you got the patience? Oh, you have no idea. My husband hears it. Trust me, because there are times I gotta be like, woo, Christina, calm down, because boy, some people in the group this year have tested my patience for 100%. You know what I mean? But I had to just keep it professional, and that's what I've been doing, keeping it professional. But trust me, my husband hears it. Our other mids hear it. I have to vent somewhere. Trust me. And I appreciate that. And even if it was just you, Miss Thompson, that makes it all worthwhile. Even if it's just you, even if it's just one person that appreciates what I do, just makes me keep doing more and more what I do. Because that's what motivates me. It's not the negativity. It's not the ignorant people. It's absolutely the people that are appreciative. And there's a lot more of you than there are people that aren't. So Miss Tammy, lately I have been doing that. I've been shutting off my messenger notifications. The big problem with that is I have kids and grandkids, and that's really the easiest way for them to get a hold of me. So I haven't been. And honestly, I just shouldn't have to, I shouldn't have to shut my messenger off. People should just be respectful. That's all I'm asking, is just to be respectful. You know what I mean? So new stimulus. Let's talk about it. So it looks like they changed the income levels again. They changed the income levels again. So it's going to be $75,000 for single people, but it's going to completely cap off at $80,000. So for the first two stimuluses, it was going down like $100 for every 500 something. They're not doing that. It's going to completely cap at $80,000. For married filing joint, it's going to completely cap at $160,000. I know that we are going to get the $1,400 eventually. We're going to get it. The issue is the only holdup right now is this $15 an hour minimum wage federally. So it'll change every state to $15 an hour. There's a lot of people that are against it, and that's why this bill has not been passed yet. I personally don't agree with the $15 an hour. I lived in Georgia, and I believe when I lived there, it was $6.78 for minimum wage. So a mom and pop business going from $7 to $15 an hour, that's going to kill them. That's going to put them out of business. They're not going to be able to afford that. So I do think in higher end areas where there's a higher cost of living, it should be 15, absolutely. But all through the whole US, no, I don't. So as far as what they're going to go by, if it's going to be just like the last ones. So if you filed in 2020 already, it will go off your 2020 taxes. If you did not file 2020 yet, it's going to go off of your 2019 taxes. Now, another thing that I keep seeing is people worried that nobody's going to get their taxes, because of the new stimulus. Do not worry about that. They do not plan on giving these stimuluses out until the majority of tax people have their refunds. So this is one of the main reasons why, if there wasn't any issues, so many people got their checks quick this year. And I can tell you, it looks like a lot of taxpayers updated and got their refunds. I haven't, everybody I know, every tax office I know, we haven't even funded half of our clients yet. So that's not a lot. I can tell you, usually the first and second, between the first and second big update after PATH, 90% of our clients are funded. That's not happening, and that didn't happen this year. So it looks like a lot of people are updating. It's more people that did not update than updated. I can assure you. So you are not alone. If you're waiting and you filed, you are not alone. And it kind of sucks because it looks like, when I tell people it doesn't matter if you file early or not, that has nothing to do with it. This makes me look like a liar. But I can assure you, this year, I want to keep an emphasis on this. This year is like no other. It does not matter what happened in 20 years before this. This year is completely different than every single tax season there has been. There's never been a tax season like this year. So it's completely different. So Mickens, if you're not processed yet, if you're not processed for 2020, it will not go off of those. It'll go off of 2019. So you do have to be fully processed for 2020 for them to use this year. That's why I'm saying they are trying to start getting these returns processed, because it will go off. It has to be processed in order for them to use it. That's why a lot of people didn't get the second stimulus, because their 2019 still isn't processed. 2019 is not processed. And I did mention this beginning of tax season. If there was an issue, you were going to wait, because even people in 2019 are still waiting. Please remember, guys, the IRS is not even at 100% capacity. They are only still at a 50% of employees working. So it's not a lot of people at all. They are so behind and so understaffed. It's crazy. Elena, Miss Alice, the reason that so many people after you are getting their returns is because they went to a different hub. So you, your brother, your mother, your sister, you guys could have all filed your taxes at the same time. You guys all have the same stuff, W-2s, same kids, whatever the case. But once you hit file and submit, all of your guys' returns could have went to different hubs. It could have went to the same hub. It could have went to different hubs. So when people say, but me and my brother filed at the same time and they got theirs, but I didn't get mine. Yes, because it could have went to a different hub. Oh my God, Nate, yes. IRS is not your refund. I mean, not your refund. IRS is not your friend. They do not, they don't want to give us money. They're not your friend at all. Yes, Miss Bradley, the people that are working from home, those are usually the call center reps. Um, yeah, those are usually the call center reps. Miss Sanchez, that is correct too. There were a few hubs that were completely closed. So what happened is when those got submitted to that hub, like Texas, it made them resync. I hate using the word resequence because I don't think it was just delayed. I like that word better, delayed. They were delayed. So even people that were sent after when it opened, they're getting their refunds already. That's just the confusing part. It's really, really confusion. Um, Mr. Central TV. As far as getting the stimulus check, well, first they have to be approved. The third stimulus is not approved yet. It has to be voted on. I think they're looking at, I would say, April to get the stimulus. That way, tax season, hopefully most people have gotten their returns by then. Oh, well, I definitely appreciate that. Unfortunately, the millionaires are the ones that are not nice. Miss Dominique, no tax topic with tax topic. Tax topic means nothing. It just means you're getting direct deposit. So it means nothing. The where's my refund right now means nothing. It means absolutely nothing. Yes, some people are updating and they can get dates. Yes, that's happening. But the majority of people, it's not correct. Like that's the only thing I can tell you guys. I mean, I made a status about it, and I can tell you, I have over 170 pending posts in the group right now, and they all have a screenshot of their status and what does this mean, should I call the IRS. I keep deleting them all because I've talked about this, guys. Everybody has talked about this. Where's my refund is not accurate. It's just not accurate. So if you have one bar, if you have tax topic, if you don't have tax topic, it's all the same. It's literally all the same. If you don't have a letter, don't worry yet. That's what I'm going to tell you. If you do not have a letter, do not worry. If you can see those transcripts, do not worry if you don't have a bad code. Miss Dominique, if that's the case, you need to do two things. One, I don't know where you went to file your taxes, but you need to contact your tax preparer. Two, you need to call the offset line. Call both times. I believe one says personal and one says business. Call and check both of the lines and make sure you don't have an offset. The third thing is to call the Department of Treasury and ask them. But you need to do that tomorrow. You should have had your deposit already. G Central, the 3,000 a child every month. No. It's not 3,000 a month. First of all, it is 3,000 for the whole year that will be broken down into months. And it's the child tax credit. Do I advise you to do that? Absolutely not. My advice, not tax. This is not tax advice, like professional advice. This is just my opinion. I want to say that. My opinion is do not do the monthly child tax credit, like $100 or whatever the payment's going to be. I would leave that for your taxes because you might end up messing yourself up next tax season. If your transcript is still reading NA, that means you just have not started processing yet. You just haven't started processing. The good thing is you don't have any issues. You just haven't started processing. Tabitha, yes. If you have to, if somebody has to ID verify, your transcripts will say NA. That is completely 100% true. That's why I keep saying, as long as you don't have a letter. If you have to ID verify, you will get a letter in the mail. You will get it. So if you don't get a letter, you're just waiting. That's it. You're literally just waiting. Miss Jessica Rodriguez, absolutely not true. Absolutely not true. For ID Verify, your transcripts will say NA. They haven't even touched your transcripts yet. I mean, your return. When you have to ID Verify, they don't even start processing your return until you ID Verify. So your transcripts will say NA. If you have to ID verify. No, nope, not for ID verification, no. Miss Mimes, a lot of people don't have they don't have their money that had dates for those. That's scary. I don't think I have anybody that's told me that yet. Oh, Tabitha, please. No, 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 no. Do not do that. Don't do that. Do not. Unless you get a letter in the mail, do not ID verify. That started the last time I was doing a live and it was all over these groups. It was just insane. Don't do that. Don't do that. As long as you don't have a letter, you should not be worried right now. You're just waiting. Like you're just waiting, guys. I promise you're just waiting. Courtney, I will check Friday. I can tell you that when I checked the other day, all the new people, I still didn't have access. But that's not saying a lot. Like I said, by the 15th, if you guys don't have your money by then or a date by then, I can physically call the IRS because I have that form and I can talk to them. Demarcus Jones. So there's no like time frame. It takes a couple weeks sometimes, and it could take a couple days. The IRS is not even the IRS. The post office is way behind right now. So everything is just a complete mess, guys. It's just a mess. I agree, Miss Elliott. It's just totally messed up. Oh yeah, don't, Tabitha. I mean, I saw that. I was like, girl, oh my God. Last time I did the live and people was telling me about that, I was so baffled. I didn't even know what to say. Like, what the hell would make you do that? Because some random person on Facebook said, hey, everybody, if you don't have your taxes, You should ID verify. Yay! Oh my God. Totally wasted. 0205. No, absolutely not. Those are not the people that are receiving checks. It could be. There is no pattern on who's receiving a check. There is no pattern whatsoever. It just happens that the system is just kicking some people, random people. It's random. It's completely random who's being kicked to get a check instead of direct deposit. Cam Love, after this live, you can message me about the PPP. Is it true if I get a letter, I can do it? Yes, Miss Mimes. If you do get a letter that you have to ID verify and you have an account on irs.gov, you can do it all online. That is true. But do not do it until you get a letter. Miss about the amendments, they for 2020, no. I don't know what the IRS is doing. They were supposed to start Monday, I believe. They told us that the form is updated, but we're still not able to e-file yet. As soon as we're able to e-file, I promise you, I will make a post and say that amendments are ready. Okay, look back credit. That is a lie. Matter of fact, I just seen a couple people try to post that in the group today. There's a post that it looks official because it's typed up that says, if you use the look back, you're going to be delayed. Not true. Not true, not true, not true. There has been quite a number of people that use the look back and they've already been funded, guys. There's no pattern. There's literally no pattern on who is being delayed and who's getting their refund. So there's not one situation or one tax situation that is making people be delayed. It's just happening. Yeah, Miss Thompson, that was for 2019 taxes, I believe. I hear ya, sis. Priscilla, I'm telling you, they don't do it right. Thank you, Miss Elliott. You have a good evening. Miss Nicole, no, you cannot view letters on the IRS account. That would be like amazing if you could. Absolutely amazing. Exactly, Miss Tanya Phelps. They said when that post that says if you use the look back, or if you claimed a stimulus portion, you are going to be waiting a couple weeks. That's not true. There's little proof. There's literally proof. People that have done both have already been funded. So TurboTax and the IRS are two different things. So if TurboTax had you ID verify, that has nothing to do with your actual taxes. The difference between being processed and still processing for this year only means nothing. There's no difference because the IRS, where's my refund, is not accurate. It's not accurate, guys. Kayla, it's either or. You can be either or. I would definitely, if both of your stimulus codes are a daily, I would definitely be checking daily, honestly. Miss Scott, no, that your name, social, and date of birth, as long as the IRS accepted it, none of that information means anything after, like once they start processing your return. So as long as it was accepted, they don't even look at name, social, date of birth after that. Patricia, if you're on SSI, no, you do not have to file. But if you didn't get the stimuluses, then I definitely suggest you do file a return so you can get them. So Deanna's Life, a weekly and a daily on transcripts, there's a cycle code, and that tells the system when it should update you, when it should process you, when it should kick out your refund. So if you look at your transcripts, you can see your cycle code. Whatever two digits end, if it ends in anything other than '05, you are daily. If it ends in a '05, you're a weekly. Weeklies just mean they only update once a week. Dailies, however, can update any day during the week, any other day. 7202, same thing. There's people that already got their refunds. That's not holding people up either. Again, with this error department, no, it's just a scripted response, guys. Well, thank you, Jennifer. I really appreciate it. No, it is not true. TurboTax can give you your direct deposit date. That's not true at all. Rachel, anybody that has to ID verify, 99% of them are random. They're just randomly pulled. It's something new that the IRS started a couple years ago. So eventually everybody's going to have to ID verify. So if you have to ID verify, it was just your turn to be picked. That's it. There are incidents, the other like 10%, you can cause an ID verify. And that's when I tell people, if you check where's my refund all the time, if you call a lot, if you call once and just say something that the representative feels is a little shady, that can cause you to get an ID verify. I mean, you can, sis, but I wouldn't do that. I would not do that. No. As of date on the transcript means nothing. Nothing. Stop looking at it. It means nothing. Don't stress yourself out. It really, that's an internal date. It means nothing to us. I understand that last year transcripts were changing. If these are just this is just a part of the error that's going on within the systems. Don't stress yourself about it, please. Kashmir, yes, even if you have an IP pin, you can be held up for to be able to ID verify. Absolutely. Having an IP pin does not stop you from being selected to ID verify. You are so welcome, Cash. Alicia, yes. So I actually just answered that. But yes, having an IP pin does not negate or stop you from ID verifying or getting an ID verification. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people get audited this year. A lot of audits. Get on it. If you already got your letter in the mail, make sure you send that documentation immediately. Immediately. Mercedes, there's definitely a chance for you to update on Friday. Absolutely. Can I tell you for a fact that you'll update? No, I can't tell you for a fact when you will update. And for everybody that's still watching, I absolutely so appreciate you. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please help me out and subscribe. I'm only like a few away from 1,000. Like, that's it. Once I hit 1,000, I swear I'm gonna do a raffle in the tax refund craziness group, because you guys are just amazing. No, you can't go to the IRS and set up a meeting for an audit. Vital Statistics is open. Yes, they are. The updates tonight, I mean, it's going to be like 1 or 2 people. It's not a big update at all. At all. So it would be after 3:30 in the morning. No way, Miss Walker. What? Babe, can you go check and see how many subscribers I have? They're saying I'm past 1,000. Miss Courtney, no. Changing your address does not cause any flags whatsoever. Huh? I am? I'm over 1,000. Oh shoot. Oh yeah. We're gonna do a raffle, guys. I'm doing one right after this live. I don't know how I'm gonna do it because there's so many people in the group. I need some ways, guys. Give me some advice on how to do a raffle in such a huge group. Thank you. I'm so excited, Jai. You have no idea. Woohoo! Pay me, YouTube. Pay me. I got to start doing more YouTube videos now, guys. That's good because I have so many tax tips I want to tell you guys. Like, you have no idea. So I'll tell you in my personal, like in my client group, how I do raffles recently is I've made people do count in the comments 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoever like skipped a number, whoever did a double number, they were just immediately out, and I would put them at the end. I just don't know if that'll work with such a big group because everybody's going to be like, comment. Miss Martin, there is no best time to call the IRS. I understand you're waiting and you were accepted on the 12th, but if you have not gotten a letter from the IRS, you are just waiting. I would say the 15th of March. If you don't get a letter, if you don't hear anything, March 15th, the week of March 15th. I won't just say the 15th. I will say the week of March 15th. For anybody that is still waiting, that's when they should call. Daphne, if you claimed the stimulus and then you have a 970, 570 on your transcript, I guarantee, I would bet money it's because you claimed it and then you got it. And that will fix itself. That will fix itself. I've already seen them fix people like that. Princess, I would say yes. That could definitely send a flag to the IRS. Honestly, guys, I know like how I know the anxiety when it comes to like checking your taxes. I've learned years ago not to freak out. Like I haven't even filed my taxes yet. I don't even want to be bothered. But my suggestion, if you have access to your transcripts, check once a day. I check at 12 o'clock or after once a day because that by 11, 12 o'clock, most of all the updates that are going to happen that day happened. So if you check at that time, and you didn't update, you are like 98% sure you're not going to update. So it doesn't even have to be 11, 12. Like pick a time and that's the time you check once a day. I don't think that everybody should be checking, 20,000 times a day, honestly. Miss Frazier, no, the look back is not being processed last. There have been many people that used the look back that already got refunded. I do believe that people that had no income in 2020 and only unemployment income for 2020, I think a lot of those people are, taking longer to process, honestly. Mercedes, ain't that right? Ain't that right? So, Katina, if you can't verify your info to see your transcript, I want you to call. Let me put the number in here. Hold on, let me get the number for you. Um, you know you're a tax preparer when you have all the tax numbers in your phone. Oh, jeez. Oh, 5, 2. Okay, so let me pin this number to the top. Okay, so if you cannot get your transcripts, guys, I want you to call the IRS, tell them that you're trying to create an account online, but it will not accept your loan or phone number information. You need them to mail you a code so you can create an account online. If they tell you they cannot do that, ask to speak to a manager. They're lying. They don't want to do their job. They can 100% absolutely mail you a code so you can create an account online. Do not let them lie to you. Tell them they're lying. Don't be scared of these people. The people that answer the phone at the IRS are customer service representatives. They can't do nothing to your account. They can't do nothing to your return. Nothing. Tell them, look, just do your damn job and send me out the code. Period. Like it is what it is. I'm tired. Like we're tired of your bullshit now. How about that? Like Come on now. No, Miss Mims, it's everything. Like there's no one specific thing that's causing a holdup. There's no one specific thing. Yes, Miss Cash, call the IRS and tell them to send you a code. Miss Page, absolutely. Absolutely. You can have them send you a code in the mail so you can create an account online. All year long, guys, I tell people this all year long in the tax group. So if you're not in my tax group and you look at the description of the video, join my tax group on Facebook because I am not one of those people and my administrators. We do not close the group once we get our taxes or once tax season's over. We literally are there all year long, giving you guys updates, giving you guys reminders, letting you guys know, start getting prepared. Tax season 2020 or 2021 is coming. Contact the IRS. Make sure that you have an account. You have access to an account on the IRS. You're going to need it. You're going to need it. Now, look how many people really need an account online to be able to check their transcripts, and they can't because they didn't call. If you are required to ID verify, what you need is the letter that they mail you. You need your tax return from last year, and you need your tax return from this year. Those are the two things you need. You need the full copy of the tax return because they will ask you questions like, what's on in 2019? What is on line 73? And you need to be able to tell them. Miss Martin, Fridays are always the biggest days of the weeks for deposits. Well, for transcripts to update. Paige, we definitely try to stay organized. I know a lot of people get upset because, their posts don't get approved. We don't approve posts for a certain reason. Your question has been asked or answered. It's a repeat question. It's already been posted. If you really, I feel what people do is they join the group and then immediately post their question. They don't try to search for it. They don't look for other answers. It's like that immediate gratification. Stop doing that because your posts are not going to be answered. They're not going to be approved. Go look, do some research. For the fact that we take our time out and keep you guys updated, you guys can do a little bit of search and look for the posts. If you did not file in 2019, then it would of course be 2018. Yes, I believe tomorrow is the vote for the Senate. Miss Mimes, what did you say? What was your post for? Oh, Miss Nicole, I'm pretty sure that that's what they're used to. I mean, we've gained, and I probably have 1,000 people that, requested to be in the group, but we've gained like 5,000 new members this season that we've allowed in. And I don't think a lot of people realize, like, I'm in a lot of these other tax groups, and they are just a hot mess. Like, you can't get a real answer if you paid somebody. So that's why, that's one of the main reasons why we don't try to approve so many posts, because we want you guys to be able to see the updates. If you actually read the updates that me, Lisa, Kat, Asia, if you read those updates that we make, you guys wouldn't really have any questions, because we keep you fully updated about everything that's going on. Priscilla, it's called Tax Craziness, Tax Refund Craziness 2020, 2021. But the link to it is in the description of this video. Well, all my videos, the links are there. Someone in another group said she posted her bank and amount, and someone tried to hack her card. Well, I wouldn't. I believe it. I mean, that. Why would you ever post your bank account information? That's not smart. Yeah, I think that, I don't even think that that's a group. I think that that's just a page that I got my refund. But also they post a lot of stuff, and it looks like it's from the IRS, and it's really not. So people get confused too. The person that runs that group, um, the person that runs that page, they're not even a tax professional. They're just like somebody like you that knows about a lot of taxes. I don't really think that there's any other groups. I could be mistaken, but I don't know too many of any other groups that have tax professionals as administrators or run the group actually. Yeah, that's crazy. If I see your post, I'll definitely post it. The problem, what happens is sometimes I don't see everybody's posts. Like, I'll go to sleep and wake up, and there'll be like 350 pending posts. 300 of them are all the same thing. So I just get frustrated and I delete them all, because I don't want to go through every single post, and every like 100 posts are the same exact thing. Like, I literally, when that whole thing happened and everybody started updating to it is still processing, and they lost their tax topic, I made a post about it. Like, I made a post immediately about it, and I explained what's going on. And I swear to God, the rest of that day, every single post was a screenshot of their status that said, still processing, no tax topic, freaking out. So that's when I got frustrated and was like, what's the point of me updating you guys if you're not even listening? Like, you're not even reading, you're not paying attention. Just listen. I'm not 100% accurate all the time, but if I'm not, I'll come back and say, hey, that wasn't true. This is what happened. But the majority of the time, what I'm telling you, I'm not steering you wrong. Just listen a little bit. I appreciate it, Miss Doobie. No, Miss Alice, they're not. Nope. Yeah. A lot of people, that's because any other year page, if you get it's still processing and no tax topic, there's an issue. But this year, it's just that where's my refund is not accurate. There's a big glitch, there's an error. It even tells you there is on the IRS page, but people are still freaking out. Don't freak out, guys. Yes, Miss Bryson, it's live. We are live. Oh my God, Miss Memes, you have no idea. Or the one I love is, you think you know everything. You act like you work for the IRS. I don't want to work for the IRS. The 60-day review letter is BS. That's what it is. It's just, you know, it's not, I can't say BS. So when you're on a 60-day review, they're actually like, a person has to go through your tax return and they're actually verifying it. So they're checking whatever, organizations that they have access to, just to make sure that everything on your return is accurate. Miss Tanya, no, not the call center reps. And that's what I'm trying to, like, get in people's minds. The call center reps do not know what they are talking about. Most of them. There are some that are very, very smart and they know their job and they know taxes, but the majority of them do not. They don't. It is what it is. Not on Thursday. No, I don't. To Kira, I do not think that people will update on Thursday. Friday, they definitely can update, but I don't think Thursday. Thursday's never a big transcript update. Right, Jessica? Well, Miss Jones, let's see if that's correct. Girl, Miss Nicole, they do not want me to work for them because no, I would be pissed. If I was a manager, like, I would not, first things first, I would never allow them to lie to people because I see on the opposite end the frenzy that it causes. Because a lot of people really, it doesn't matter what I say, I can talk till I'm blue in the face. If the IRS doesn't tell them, they don't believe anything. So it's all about what the IRS says. So it's just insane. Oh, Miss Jennifer, there was a lot. Them people are gonna be mad. They're gonna be mad. Miss Crystal Jones, if you do not have a letter, until you get a letter or your taxes, you're good. Oh yes. Oh yeah, we would be done by this. Yeah, so all right guys, I got to get ready to go. I got some PPPs to do. I got to get these clients done. If anybody has any issues or any more questions, ask them now before I let you guys go. If not, make sure that you join my tax refund craziness group. Um, I'm going to actually go ask everybody how I should do it, but I am going to do a raffle. I am. I got you. I promise I'll bring one. Good night, Miss Alice. You're welcome, Miss Alicia. Miss Memes, that updated today. So that started today. So instead of them going off of, the raffle I was going to do is actually going to be like a 55-inch TV. But instead of them going for people that are independent contractors or people with 20 or less employees, instead of it going by the net income, which is line 31 on the Schedule C, it is now going to go by line 3, line 1. I don't know. It's going to go by your gross income. That's all I know. Ms. Jones, it's always a major update on Fridays. So I hope a lot of people that's been waiting update. That's my hope. I don't want to get people, excited for no reason. That's one thing I don't do. So I hope. That's all I can say. Oh, yes. That's a good idea, Miss Beagle. Mr. or Mrs. I don't know what you are. We love you. We love you. I love you too, Nicole. Okay, guys, good night. I'm going to figure something out. Go over to the group. I'm going to figure something out so we can get it done. I hope everybody has a great night. I will keep this up here. Make sure, call IRS, call that number I put up there and get a code sent to you so you guys can create an account and get you a code mailed to you. I hope everybody has a good night and we will talk soon.